So greetings everyone again. My next guest is Mrs. Elke Miltrup-Altunok. And my first question is, you were the keynote speaker today. You were the first one on the stage. How did you feel back then?
So first of all, it's always good to be the first, right? So then you can sit and see the others and listen to them in a more relaxed way, right? So I felt very warmly welcomed, and I think the whole conference has really a nice energy and a nice buzz and a nice feeling. And as I said before, more men in the room would have been great, right? Mm-hmm. So, but I feel like there is a lot of passion for this topic, and that is good.
Mm-hmm. And how do you feel about the topic? The topic is to be seen and to be heard. So how do you think that, what's the importance of this topic in today's world?
So what I learn more and more since I'm in Czech is that there seems to be still a scheme around self-confidence of Czech women to be seen and heard, right? And also to raise their voice and have the self-confidence to say what they want and what they need and what is important for them. Mm-hmm. So, and I probably underestimated that a little bit, but if that is the topic, I think it's really important that we encourage each other, first of all, but that we also encourage men to be allies for women, help them, encourage them, to make their point.
Mm-hmm. So maybe is there something you want to say or motivate or encourage other women out there? What are the possibilities or maybe ways how they can make themselves seen and heard?
So first of all, I would say don't be worried, right? So you're not alone. So if you feel this lack of self-confidence, others might feel that too, right? So if you feel insecure in a negotiation about your merit or a promotion or what you want to achieve, others feel that too. So it's always good to be prepared, right? So it's always good, to think before you have that conversation, what you want to achieve, what you want to get out of that, but also be aware you will not magically get that if you don't ask for it. So get yourself out there, be brave, right? And make sure that you have a support group around you who help you with that, right? So talk to peers, to colleagues, to other women. And I think to hear stories of other women, how they felt in that situation, probably also helps, right? So mm-hmm. I think there needs to be support, for each other as well. And as a leader, I also try to support my team with that, right? Mm-hmm. So before I went to this conference, I also checked the salaries of my team, right? So is that okay? Do I need to do something? Mm-hmm. So that is probably another message out there. As female leaders, support other women in business.
Mm-hmm. And is there any possibility, for example, for someone who is not comfortable be out there in front of a lot of people or speaking in front of a lot of people, are there some possibilities or ways for them to be seen or heard, but not in the literal way?
I think wherever you are, and some of the speakers talked about that as well, right? You're not a leader by the title or the hierarchy in an organization. You can lead from wherever you are. Right, so I've seen fantastic leaders starting in an organization and making a bottom-up approach. We have a lot of employees group on LGBTQI topics, on this topic, so they call themselves like the rainbow group, so, and they are not very high up in the hierarchy of the organization, but that shouldn't stop your leadership. So I think you can lead from wherever you are. So if you enter an organization, I think you can show leadership for a topic or something that is close to your heart. And you can always, inspire other people. And what I think, I would encourage but also other organizations is to think about reverse mentoring. So we did that in the past, where high executive leaders, were brought together with people from certain groups and different levels, and young, generation, like the early career topic, is very close to our heart as well. And they learn from these younger generations.
Thank you for this beautiful message, and thank you for the interview.
Thanks for having me.